Welcome, my name is Deko Mohammed. Remember, I want to focus on 3-column cash book. Last time we focused on 2-column cash book. Today we want to see 3-column cash book. Remember, before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more free videos. 3-column cash book. There's no big difference between 2-column cash book and 3-column. The only difference is the discount. In 3-column we have discount, but in 2-column we don't have discount. So I have an illustration here on the board of which I want to illustrate. As 1st July 2014, the cash book of EM2 Enterprise showed the following balances: cash of 20,000 and a bank overdraft of 8,600. During the month, the following transaction took place. On 3rd, Wafula settled his account of 16,000 by check of 15,000. On 6th, paid rent by cash of 8,000. On 10th, deposited 6,000 into the business. Into the business bank account from the cash tip. 15th, settled Vokoli account of 20,000 and he allowed a discount of 1% by check. 18th, deposited 28,000 into the business bank account from the cash tip. 21st, cash sales of 12,000. 24th, Jura Adeta settled his account by check. So this is check. By a check of 8,000, having been allowed a discount of 20%. 26th, purchased furniture of 52,000, paying by check 5,200. 28th, received 36,600 cash from Duba. 30th, bank the cash except 1,600. I hope you can see on the way from the board on the question. I want to wrap. I hope it is clear. I want to illustrate. So allow me to wrap so that I illustrate. EM2, and we start with the heading. EM2 Enterprise. I'm going to prepare 3-column cash book. 3-column cash book for the period ended July 2014. So we draw the format. You have the date, detail, you have the folio, then you have the discount receive, cash, and then bank. So remember, there's a correction here. Discount received cannot be on the debit side. So this will be discount allowed. Yes, discount allowed. Then here you have the discount received. Discount received. You have the cash. Then the bank. Remember, this is discount received on the credit side, discount allowed on the debit side. So we're going to illustrate. We are told on 1st July 2014, the cash book of EM Toy Enterprise showed the following balances. Cash of 20,000. So we have balance brought down. We have cash. Remember, it is on date first. We have the balance brought down. It's cash of how much? 20,000. And we're told there was an overdraft. So overdraft, they record on the credit side, overdraft of 8,600. So first, balance brought down, bank of 8,600. Next, we have a total. During the month, the following transaction took place. On 3rd, Wafula settled his account of 16,000, a check of 15. It means he paid only 15 out of 16. That difference is the discount allowed to him because he's a debtor. So, on 3rd, Wafula, he settled his account by 15,000. Remember, it was 16. So the difference becomes the discount allowed, which is 1,000. After 3rd, we have 6th, paid rent by cash of 8,000. We are paying rent by cash. Remember, payment record here. So it is 6th rent. While on 6th, we paid rent of cash of 8,000. 8,000. Next, deposited 6,000 into the business bank from the cash till. If you deposit the money into the bank, our business bank is going to increase. So we have to debit the bank, we credit the cash. So on 18th, after date 6th, we have 10th. 10th is saying paid, deposited 6,000 in the bank from the cash till. Our bank is going to increase by 6,000. So here is the 10th. Our bank is going to increase by a cash of 6,000. Then our cash is going to decrease. 10th, bank of 6,000. How is the amount? It was 6,000, yes. So our bank is going to decrease with. Our cash is going to decrease with the bank. Our bank is going to increase with the cash. So there is contra entry. So you can say this is our first contra entry, C1, folio C1. First contra entry, affecting both the debit and the credit side. After 10th, we are told 15th, settled Vocoli account of 20,000 and he allowed a discount of 1%. If you are settling, it means it is us paying him, is a creditor. So it should be credited. We are settling for Vocoli account. So 15, we are settling for Vocoli account. That is 15th, 20,000. Remember, 1%. So you have to calculate the discount of 1%. So you say 1%. So it is 1 over 100 multiplied by 20,000. 1 divided by 100 multiplied by 20,000, which give me 200. So the discount received from Vocoli is 200. The amount here, we subtract 20 from 200. So if you subtract 20,000 from 200, you will get 19,800. 19,800. We less the discount, so that total will give us 20,000. After 15th, we have 18. Deposited 28,000 in the bank from private source. It means this is a capital from private source. So there's no contra entry here. This is different from when you are depositing money from the cash business account. That is a contra entry. But if it is from private, it's a capital. So on 18th, we deposited a capital of how much? 18th, capital of 28,000 by check. After 18th, you have 21st. 21st, you are told cash sales of 12,000. That is direct. This date 21st, sales of sales 21,000. After 21st, you have 24. You are told Jura Adeta settled his account of check of 8,000, having been allowed a discount of 20%. We are allowing a discount of 20%. It means we already allowed the discount. And this Adeta 24, this is Jura. He is settling his account by check of 8,000. He is settling his account by a check of 8,000. Remember, this 8,000 will not be decreased because the discount is already allowed. So we need to calculate the discount. We come here, we say, remember it is 20%. So 100% from 20 we get 80%. So we equate 80% to this amount. Then you ask yourself, what about 100? If we say 80% equate to 8,000, what about 100? This is 100 multiplied by 8,000 divided by 8 by 80. So 100 multiplied by 8,000 divided by 80, which gives me 10,000. For us to get the discount, we take 10,000 minus 8. That will give you 2,000. Or if you can also take 20% of 10,000. Still will give you 2,000. So that 2,000 is our discount allowed. 2,000. Next is 26. Purchase furniture of 5,200 paying by check. We purchase the furniture. It is from, we are paying money. Payment. The date is 26th. We purchased furniture. Of 5,200. We paid by check. We paid by check. 5,200. We paid by check. Furniture. After 26, we have 28. Receive 3,600 cash from Luba. We are receiving money, that's a receipt. 26th. Receive from Luba. 3,600 cash. Lastly, we are told bank all the cash except 1,600. It means all the cash were banked except 1,600. For you to tackle that question, you come and write that date. It is 30. You write 30 twice. Here we have the balance carried down. This one we're going to write the amount of cash that we have not banked. Remember, we bank all the cash except a cash of how much? 1,600. This 1,600 is just direct. I just take it directly from the equation. 1,600 except 1,600. So here we want to determine the amount to be banked. Want to know this amount that we want to be banked. This amount. Want to know this amount to be, but in order for you to know this amount to be banked, we add the cash here. We add the cash, 20,000 plus 21,000 plus 3,600. Sorry, the cash column is 20,000 on 21st. Remember, on 21st, the sales was 12,000, not 21. The sales was 12,000, not 21. Correct that, please. The sales for 21st was 12,000, not 20. 12,000. Now we can add 20,000 plus 12,000 plus 3,600. So I'm getting 35 35,600. You see now, for us to determine this amount, we take this 35,600, subtract from the summation of these 3. We add these 3, then we subtract 35,600. So we can say, if you like, we can say this amount to be banked is equal to 35,600 subtract from 1,600 plus 6,000 plus 8,000. So we add these 3, subtract from that 35,600, we get this amount to be banked. So you can take 35,600 minus 1,600 minus 6,000 minus 8,000. This is coming to 20,000. So the amount to be banked is 20,000. The amount to be banked is 20,000. So if it is banked here, we bring cash there. So it is 30. Remember, it is a contra entry. So this becomes our C2. C2 is banked. How much? 20,000. Banked of 20,000. Remember, this is a C2 for you. C2. Banked cash column. Cash banked. And you saw how we calculated 20,000. We only take the total of cash, subtract from this side. So we sum up this, automatically it will give you 35,600. We can confirm 8,000 plus 6,000. We add to 20,000. We add to 1,600. Come to 35,600. Now we balance the bank. Bank we have 15,000. 15,000 plus 6,000 plus 28,000 plus 8,000 plus 20,000. I'm getting 77,000. 77. It means our bank will balance at 77,000. Now we determine the balance carried down for bank by taking this 77 from this, by summing up 5,200, 19,800 plus 8,600, coming to 33,600. We subtract 77,000 from this. I'm getting 43,400. So balance carried down here is 43,400. Remember, I just taken the total of 77. I subtracted from this 2. For us to get the amount to be banked, we take the total cash from this 3. Remember, this balance carried down, the amount which was banked, the amount which was remaining, bank all the cash except 1,600. Now we bring in this 1,600 for 300 for next year. So we call them balance brought down. Balance brought down. Under cash, we have 1,600. Under bank, we have 43,400. So that is the end for that illustration. Remember, the only trick here is how you know that if it is deposited business to the bank account, it must be a contra entry, a debit and credit entry. If you deposit money, your bank will increase. That means you have to debit the bank, we credit the cash, like our scenario. But you may find sometimes where there may be a withdrawal. If there is withdrawal, it means our bank is going to decrease. So we have to debit the cash, credit the bank. And also remember, if it is depositing from private source, that is a capital, it's not a contra entry. The last thing is know how to complete this. Bank the cash except. So you bring that balance carried down under cash column. Then you write here bank. For you to know the amount to be banked, you take the total cash, subtract from this 3. Then you will get the amount to be banked. That is the end for that illustration. Hoping to see you when we meet more time for this business. It's bye from me. Thank you for watching.